He's a very successful, well-known humanitarian actor, comedian. When he takes time out of his busy life, he will get a chance to tell you all about everything that he's doing and give you some words of encouragement. So let's stand up and greet Michael Colyar as he comes.
Like I said, I'm a comedian, actor, motivational speaker, and crackhead. And that part, she left that little bitty part out the end there. Part, you know. Also, recovering crackhead myself, and which is one of the reasons I think I'm invited, because when I'm talking to you, I know what I'm talking about. Matter of fact, I recognize some of y'all. I am very honest. She's right, though. It's budget cuts. You know, they cut my money back a little bit on this one, too. And but I really understood it because in the back they got sandwiches. And sandwiches, a lot of meat and bread, but ain't no mayonnaise. And I'm thinking, this budget cut a little serious. I owe him bringing home mayonnaise pretty deep, but okay. But she brought me, and I'm honored, really honored to be here. And before I get started, we know that addiction is not a funny matter, but when we can laugh about a thing, then we can open our hearts to a thing and hear the thing, you know, then we can deal with it. And it is no joke what you guys have done. What you guys have just done is monumental, and we are very, very proud of you, and that's why I'm here today. Give them one more round of applause, just because they're here doing the right thing. You know, believe me, the only difference between y'all and me, I didn't get caught. And I could have been here in court too. Black hats. Okay, but this is the first time I've actually taken notes as to how I was going to do this. Usually I just fly, you know, by the seat of my pants, but I sort of broke it down. First of all, I want to tell you, you know, my story. I am an addict myself, and a crack addict. And once you're an addict, you know, the rest of your life. You got to stay away from the people, places, and things that have that drug you so desire. My drug was crack. I loved, don't get me wrong, I was digging some crack. But I didn't want to do crack. I had to. You know, no, I couldn't find no good weed. And I think some of y'all know what you're talking about. You know, you remember the nickel bag. Yeah, you'd have, really, back then you'd have enough. And I used to say there's nothing wrong with weed. People don't smoke 2 joints and do a drive-by. You know, you forget where you're going. You know, you don't smoke a big old joint and rob a liquor store. You know, give me the big bag of chips. Now, you know, but I ain't do no little crack. You know, I did a lot. You can't do no little crack. Anybody say they did a little crack, they lying. You know, you can crack like Lay's potato chips. You can't just have one. You know, start smoking crack, you become like the ever-ready battery rabbit. No, I smoked so much crack one day, I broke into my own damn house. I was halfway out the door with the TV before I realized it was my place, you know. And before I broke in, I used to stand outside, case the joint, you know. Yeah, sometimes 3-4 hours. Finally, I said, dang, this brother don't never come home. You know, I'm just saying, I've done this dance, you know, and I did it for a long time. And the reason I get to come and talk about it is because I don't do that dance anymore. And I want to be an example to you, so you know that we can change our lives at any moment we choose. But what moment shall we choose? You know what I'm saying? You guys have chosen to do the right thing. And because of that, you have an opportunity to change your complete life. This is like a brand new start over, you know, another do-over, you know, and to be able to get it from the beginning, you don't have a record anymore, you know, as far as we're concerned, you're going to be addicts the rest of your life, but you're recovered addicts, you're free. That's why I was out there and I said, when we take the picture, everybody say, I'm free, because we're free now. We're free of that drug. We're free of that villain that controls us, you know, and that's what it does. You know, once we embrace drugs, it becomes our master. It tells us what to do and where we can go and who we're going to hang out with. So we find ourselves sitting around dirty motel rooms smoking with some person we generally wouldn't talk to in the street, you know. And you get mad when you realize you take that pipe and you break it. You know what that means? You got to find another damn pipe. I'm just saying, we have had an opportunity here to evolve out of that. You know, we've done that dance, and that was the choice we made. But our lives are about choices, and what choices do we make? We can make different choices. So I want to tell you a little bit about me. Let me see how I started, my story. Okay, now I want to thank your family, friends, and supporters, because this is something that's very important. Those guys right there. Those guys right there. Because they're still here with you, you know, and you know how many people have left us doing our addiction. You know how many people won't talk to us no more. Man, it's our fault we took stuff that wasn't ours. You know, okay, but still, They had their reason and they abandoned us. Yet we have folks here who stayed with us through all of it. And as we went through it and had to struggle and make it, they still right here. So we have to also respect that and love that and honor that by not throwing this away, by not throwing it in their face. We got to stick with it now. We got it. Now we have an opportunity. It's weird because my family is full of addicts. You know, I come from an addictive family. My father was a professional alcoholic, okay? He would drink a fifth of booze every day and smoke 3.5 packs of cigarettes until one day his heart exploded at the age of 51. You know, so but all my family my brother, I got 3 brothers. One is a crackhead. He's on his 17th year of addiction because with crack, it's not just physiological, it's psychological. It'll keep tricking you. It's like, go on, get one more rock. You don't need that watch. So my brother got arrested for attempting to rob himself. You know how hard you got to be to pull a gun on you? Don't hurt me. And see, if that kind of thing that gets trouble. Then I have one brother who's a heroin addict who has to have heroin every day of his life for the last 43 years. He went to jail finally for 11 months last year, and we all thought it was going to be a break. The first time he had been away from drugs, we thought he would be able to come back now and do it. But he didn't. He right back in that same dance again. And then my third brother, and they all live in the same house. My third brother's a cop. So you know they all, anyway, you know. I'm just saying they all got problems with it. And they live together. So I know what the addiction thing is, but I also know we have a choice. My brother went in for the 11 months of sobriety and came back out and went right back to the same game. He chose to go back to what he thinks is good. But there are no shortcuts in life. Check it out. Anybody who's ever taken a shortcut has gone wrong or off the path or don't last long. The thing is about doing the work of building your life back, the work of actually getting back with your family and honoring them because they did to show them that we are somebody, that we are worthwhile, and we are. Each and every one of us. We have real value, you know, and we've sort of tricked ourselves that we don't have the value. We sort of tricked ourselves that we're not worthy of anything except just hanging out and getting high. But think about how much money we lost, how much time we lost, how many friends we lost. We can get it all back. That's what my standing here is about. Because I swear I live my life like a gladiator, like a Viking. I get to do everything. Look at my lovely wife. She fine as frog's hair. You ever seen frog's hair? You can't see frog hair. It's too damn fine. That's my wife right here. And I still have that. And she stayed with me through this addiction. She stayed with me till I got to the other side of it. Until I was able to stand up and be who I really am. And that's why I honor her and love her. I never go anywhere without speaking about my queen. And we have to hold that same reverence for our family and our friends who stuck by us and allowed us to get here. Because we ain't get here by ourselves. I guarantee you ain't none of y'all still here because you got back. Somebody spoke to you. Somebody cared about you. Somebody helped you. And as addicts, it's our job to help the other addict. To take the message to the next addict that it's okay, that we're all right just the way we are. Whoever we are okay. We are worthy, okay? So, my next thing is, you're here for you, or your folks are here for you, so use them, really. Use them and your sponsors. If you feel weak again, if you feel you got to go out, call these people, because they really care. That's why they're here right now. You should have saw some of their faces when you came in here with that robe. I was trying to put music to that song. I'm no longer an addict. I don't get high anymore. I was just trying to sing it. I put down the crack pipe. It made my throat sore. Anyway, okay, so God had them days. Okay, now, so 2 more things. Secondly, is that we are here because also we're proud of you. You have accomplished something. But what you have to remember is, like I said, we can change our lives at any moment we choose, but what moment shall we choose? I have been off of the drugs for a while, but still I was out there not doing anything with my life for a while, just hanging back, just relaxing, not realizing that I can do great things. And then 2 years ago, I convinced myself that I can do great things, that if I really just focus, that I can do whatever I want with my life and make my life what I want. And so now, man, the life I'm living is a dream. I just released my first CD called Michael Colyar's Greatest Hits and the Great Unknowns. It's a comedy album, sort of like Red Fox style though, where there's no routines, just joke, 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 joke. 4 Potatoes was out dancing. How could you tell which one was kind of loose? One of them kept saying, Idaho, Idaho. Anyway, I'm just saying it's just jokes. And in between the jokes, I'm introducing hip-hop acts. This is something I'm doing from just sitting around my house and not doing anything to creating a CD, and it's on iTunes, it's at Amazon, it's at Best Buy, where you can get it out the trunk of my car from us for $10. Anyway, if you go on YouTube, I just dropped my first rap video. Why am I telling you this? because I'm not a rapper. I'm not a rapper. But I did it because I'm showing you and illustrating that we can do anything if we want to. So I did my first rap. It's called Who's the King? Well, I'm sort of asking these guys if they were kings of comedy. What happened to Richard Pryor? What happened to Eddie Murphy? What happened to what happened to Michael Colyar? Anyway, I'm just saying, it's a music video. You put in Michael Colyar, Who's the King, and you'll see that. And I just landed the biggest play of my life. I'm about to do a play called Marriage Material, where I play a bishop who just got out of prison. He's crazy, and he's the marriage counselor. We start in October and go across the country till May 8th of next year. All of these things I'm accomplishing because I'm not spending any time getting high anymore. I'm not hanging out with them people anymore. I don't have time for that. All of my time is embedded in trying to make myself a better me. Something that I can be proud of and look in the mirror and say, go get them, boy. You've done something. All I'm saying is all of us can do whatever we want to do. And a lot of times people say, well, you know, I've messed up my life for so long. What am I going to do? What do I do now? Let me tell you this. It don't matter what you want to do. If you just spend 15 minutes a day on anything, you can accomplish it. I don't care if you want to climb mountains, if you want to swim with the sharks, whatever. Spend 15 minutes a day. 15 minutes a day on the internet studying it. If you want to be a dancer, 15 minutes a day practicing in the mirror. 15 minutes a day talking to your friends and family about what you want to do. I guarantee you, if you do this for 1 month, 5 days a week, 15 minutes a day, forget about the weekends. Take Saturday and Sunday off. If you do Monday through Friday, 15 minutes a day, anything, your dream you want to do, I guarantee you by the end of that month, you will realize yourself that you can do it. And then you start applying all the other elements, and people will come from everywhere and help you once they realize you've committed to do this thing. I'm going to wrap up with this. What's expected of you? Okay. It's expected of you that you stay sober, that you stay clean, that you stay free. I said I kept thinking maxi pad, but you have to stay. I don't know why that just keeps popping in my head, but to stay free. But anyway, you want to stay free, you know, and that's what you are. As long as you're off of these drugs, you're free in every way. You don't have a record. You're not locked into something that's over you, that controls you. You're seriously free. Secondly, you need to be productive. If you are doing something, then you are working towards being a better you. Remember, work is a sacrament. Everything God created works. Everything God created has everything it needs to work, and everything God created was made to work. Remember, God gave Adam, or blessed Adam with work before he blessed him with Eve. So if we work, then we can have everything we want. The whole universe will come to us. And stay good with your family. That is your real support group. Everything's about family and God. Once you get family and God down, everything else takes care of itself. Remember, I can change my life at any moment I choose. But what moment shall I choose? You great people have chosen now, and we are all proud of you. My name is Michael Colyar, and I'm honored. Thank you very much.